Hi folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are around the world, please do let me know. This is the Ironing Man Paul stream, live from the Ironing Man Paul channel today, just doing some ironing, particularly bedding for the bed and breakfast rooms that we have here. So it's kind of pillowcases, duvet covers, that kind of thing, getting everything ready for our next guests, which are coming in this week, which is fantastic. So I'm going to be showing you, let me just flip over the button here. So I'm going to be showing you basically this, which is the overhead shot from the webcam. So we're doing some ironing like this, but also the interview pip, so I can actually chat to you guys at the same time as this is going out live. So if you're okay with that, get on board. And do drop me a line, by the way, in the messages in the comments. So let me know where you are, what time of day it is, wherever you are around the world, and we'll crack on. So like I said before, I've got some pillowcases here, which I need to order, about 14 or 15 pillowcases. So we're going to get up to scratch with those, and then put them in the linen cupboard ready for changing over the rooms whenever they need that, which is good. So these are literally kind of hotel, you know, pillowcases. They're not with anything, you know, not like there's certain like dots per square inch or something you can get, isn't there, from you know, from various what's what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, yeah, that helps. So there are, you know, you can get Egyptian cotton, can't you, which is really fine, and everything else. These are standard hotel kind of cotton pillowcases, which are absolutely fine and they work really well. I just want to make sure that you don't get my head in the shot of the overhead camera, which is just literally up there in the ceiling. But yeah, hopefully that should be absolutely fine. Just waiting for the iron to get up to temperature. I have a coffee as well, just back here. But yeah, all pretty good. Streaming via the Ethernet cable that I bought, the Ethernet adapter I got for the laptop. So if it's a little stuttery, then that is why. I'm looking at YouTube at the moment, and I've got excellent connection, so it says. So that's pretty good for a change. So we'll keep going as we are. From time to time, I will top up the water in the kettle, because obviously you need water in order to, you know, to basically make sure that the steam comes out and you get a decent. See, I do need some water now because that's kind of empty. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. They say preparation is the key to success. Would help. There we go. So just filling up the kettle now. Kettle? No, the iron even. There we go. Try ironing with a kettle, that'll be fun. Yeah. Okay. Background music, by the way, is supplied by Stream Beats. Like I say, do drop us a line in the comments. Let us know. They should come up. In fact, I've not got my social media plugin switched on, so the comments won't come up on the screen, but I can certainly see them on the chat here on YouTube, so that should be absolutely fine. There we go. doing an ironing stream a while ago, and I remember hitting the desk, my mixing desk, with the iron, and I remember leaving a dent in it, like a little ding. Hopefully I've not just done the same to that one. No, it seems to be okay. Pretty good. Setting a second. Live chat. Go. I tend to do both sides because you know what it's like. If you have a pillow, you want to turn it over occasionally to get the cold bit. Yeah. So I try and do both sides because I want the person to be able to see that the other side of the pillowcase is also ironed and flat. You know. It's just little things really like that. Nothing major. And you know, you guys might think this is daft, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube live videos of recent days, and people will live stream anything, and I mean anything. So, you know, a bloke ironing some pillowcases is not that unusual compared to some of the stuff you can find on YouTube. Trust me. Yeah, there is some really kind of bizarre stuff going on, but you know, each to their own, and if it keeps them happy, keeps their viewers happy, maybe even makes them some money, who knows? If they've got enough subscribers, then you know, maybe it's making them an income as well, then yeah, fair play. And what I tend to do is iron the fold in there as well, just so it stores neater, keeps it flat when it's in the cupboard, and kind of looks nice when it's got that kind of crease through it as well, when it's on the bedding. Just my opinion, I don't know if you've got a better idea, but yeah, I just tend to do that really. So that's the first one done. There you go. Pretty neat, tidy. I will get quicker at doing this. It's just the first couple I just tend to take a little bit of time over. I would put away the cupboard once it's done. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pillowcases to do. So if you imagine there's 4 on each bed, 4 4s are 16. That's enough to do 4 rooms. 1 room's already made up and ready to go. Well, they're already made up and ready to go. These are spares for the next, next session if you like. So, yeah. And then the duvet covers, I've got 5 sets to do, or 5 duvet covers to do. 1 for each room, so therefore, you know, when we do change over the rooms on a rapid basis, there'll be 5 spare, lots of bedding ready to go. And then once the room that's been occupied recently is stripped, that'll be washed, hung up and dried obviously, and then again, same process, get it ironed, get it in the cupboard, get it ready for when the next guests arrive, you know. Make sure the volume's okay on this. Yeah. That's pretty quick, so that's coming out instantly to the stream, which is good. just going to go underneath here. Sometimes underneath the pillowcase, you can get underneath there in the fold bit where the bit grips the pillow. That kind of needs a bit more attention underneath, because then when you're trying to iron it through another layer, it's not sitting quite right, you know. And so that's what I tend to do on that. Go to the actual overhead camera, see what happens there. There we go, so you can see what's going on now. If I move that slightly towards there, is that better? Get a bit more of an overhead shot. There we go. I don't want to get too close to that mixing desk. I don't want to knock it with the iron. So you keep seeing my head occasionally, that's because I'm leaning forward. Like that, sorry. Not a particularly flattering look, but it is an overhead camera. And it's just a cheap old webcam, to be honest with you. I used to use my phone as an NDI source coming in with a camera on it, but obviously that takes up power, and you've got to get power to the phone, keep it charged, all that kind of thing. So I thought, well, I'll use the webcam and see what kind of quality it is. It's a 1080p camera, so it's not too bad. It's good, reasonable quality. Turn it up slightly. Try not to get feedback. I want to listen to the music at the same time, so I can hear what you can hear, which is good, but I don't want to feed back with the microphone, you know? Yeah, you see, this is what I mean about like folding in, like ironing in that crease that's there. So when your pillowcase opens, you get that kind of four-fold kind of crease going across the whole thing. Some people like it, you know. I hope it's okay. Not had any complaints so far, so that's good news. Okay, 2 down, 15 to go. look at top of the head itself, which looks like it might be. Good. Cool. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, Phil. There, thanks for your comment. Alrighty. Continue. Just 2 seconds. I'm going to swap playlists. Hang on. Play. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Better. A bit loud though. There we go. Right, it's inside of that one done. There's one little fiddly bit in the corner that doesn't quite want to sit straight. So, that. Get it a little neater. Who's Anita? Oh. Sorry, everything's flat, and I want to get it out. It's attracted to the overhead lights. That's... Found it. Done. Sure that's nice and flat again, because what I'm going to do now is obviously fold that over Make sure there's no kind of bits on it and whatever else, and then just neatly line it up with the other corner. Bring it back here, and then just press it lightly on both sides. So, and that's that final kind of quarter crease that I put in it. Not like deliberate, well it is deliberate, yeah, to be fair, but it just keeps it neater. Like I say, when I fold them in and put them in the cupboard, in the linen cupboard, I just want them to be nice and neat, you know, for when we get ready to strip the beds and put these this new set on, you know. That's the only reason I'm doing that. There you go. Nice. It's going to be tricky. The thing I'm trying to do to get it flat is not working. I don't think it was hung up particularly well, so it's kind of creased more so than it would be generally if I'd hung it up straight away out of the washing machine, you know. And yeah, we don't use tumble dryers here. You know, I mean, we could do, but it's easier to line dry it. And obviously cheaper. You're not running electricity, and also safer because you're not going to have anything, you know, kind of catch fire as such. So yeah, I tend not to use those. Let's see if I can just fold that flat for a minute, just to give me a bit of a head start. This is creased really, really badly. I'm trying to get those creases out, obviously. Yeah. But what I want to do is get the iron side here and just iron that little flap, you know, that goes around the pillow. I'll iron that flat so it's not creased when I iron the top of the pillowcase, like so. Good. Like I say, it's becoming, this particular one is really not playing ball. So let me just try and put some pressure on that, get it completely flat. See if that works. Sometimes you've got to apply a bit more kind of pressure to the iron just to kind of get that last little bit of crease out, because like I say, it wasn't particularly hung up properly, so just trying to get the rest of those darn creases out. Like that. How's that looking now? A bit better? Bring that over there like that. Just still making sure that the corners are like, and the edges are the seams are flat, you know. You can feel a crease under there, so I'm just going to fold that out like that, and then literally press as hard as I can, just slowly, to get all those creases out first in one direction. Yeah. Then to worry about. Iron the rest of those creases out like that. There we go, that's much better. So now it's completely flat. And the last little bit, make sure the corners are out. There's no creases underneath that's gonna kind of come through. Do that bit like that. And then, like I say, I do the other side as well, just to make sure that anything I've ironed on the other side hasn't made an imprint on this side, you know? And it's, you know, some people don't even bother ironing pillowcases and duvet covers and all that kind of stuff, but I think, you know, when you've got letting rooms, if you're like a bed and breakfast or an Airbnb, you want things to look as neat and tidy as possible. So that's why I do it. Okay, now bring that in, it lines up, make sure that's flat, center of the board. Do those. Caught up, right, really. Gotta get these done, stop pausing. So with this one, I'm just going to kind of briefly skim over the top, get the worst of it out, and then, as before, kind of go underneath with this, make sure the inside of that kind of, I call it a pocket, you know, where the pillow sits inside. It stops the pillowcase falling off, doesn't it? But you need to make sure that's flat as well. Because then when you're ironing on top of it, it's got to be, you know, crease free if you like. When you hold it up to the light, sometimes you see little bits of kind of fluff in there that's got in there from the laundry. It's always best to get those out as well. There we go. So that's pretty flat currently. Just continue that now. Be a little better on that side, I think. Just finish that off. There you go. Okay. Yeah, again, this one's like really, I don't know, it's kind of different material to some of the other pillowcases. A little coarser, a little, you know, like rougher, I suppose you'd call it. But it tends not to dry well, or, you know, if it does dry, it dries creased. It's not as easy to iron these bits out, you know, but we're getting there. Reasonably flat inside there. Just to make sure the sides are flat as well. Pretty flat now, it's pretty good. Putting added pressure on this one just to get it flatter than it is, you know. Feels like I've gone over this one 1,000 times. I haven't. I'm just making sure it's flat. So they start off like this. They're all kind of creased, and I need to go. Yeah, so I need to make sure the inside of it is not doubled over, you know, so it's gonna get flat like that. Fold the little M over as well. So yeah, like I say, this is how they start off, and then you kind of, like what I do is just iron inside this bit here. If you can see that on camera, hopefully you can. Yeah, just kind of underneath that kind of flat bit that holds the pillow in place. And then once that's flat, just make sure the edges are lined up, like so. And just gently kind of move them into place, make sure that's flat inside like that. And then it's just a case of pressing those creases right out. Starting from this edge, like so. And then working over that bit. This particular material feels softer than the last one I was at. Bring that over to the rest of that bit. Good. Some water in there. So many to do.
Yeah, so many to do. So little time.
Okay, so again, flatten these out.
Just a quick iron inside the pillowcase itself. Make sure it's flat.
Yeah, hi folks. Welcome if you just joined. Where have you been? Been on for an hour. Only joking. So this is live, and it's Ironing Man Paul's YouTube channel. Just ironing some bedding for the bed and breakfast rooms. So that's our overhead shot with regards to the webcam above the ironing board. Just literally ironing these pillowcases ready for the letting rooms when we have to change over the rooms and stuff. So getting these up to date. Quite a few to get through. I've got another 6 or so to go, I think. And then I've got duvet covers to iron, get them ready for the stream as well. So yeah, should be good. Split. So you can see the kind of difference, can't you? Each time you go over the pillowcase with the iron, look, you can see that difference. In fact, if I do that, it's probably a better view looking down onto it. So this bit not done yet, right? And then done, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably going to call it a day at 1:45. So let me just do this last one, and then I'm going to get ready to go out, get some food and stuff. So yeah, probably going to call this the last one, and I can finish the rest off this afternoon.
Huh. Test that way. Yeah. All right, guys, that is it. So I'm going to pause that there and sign out. This login. Don't need to do that. That's all good. Clear that. Clear that. And do that. And say that, yeah, thanks very much for joining. It's just literally an ironing channel. There's nothing else to see apart from me ironing and gabbering away to you lot in the chat, if that's the case. But thanks for joining and thanks for supporting the channel. If you've not yet subscribed, do so. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it amongst your friends that want to watch some bloke do some ironing. And I'll catch you next time. I'm going to play out with my other channel, Love Audio Production. You can find that at Love Audio Production on YouTube. Always good to let people know which channel is linked to the other one. So I'll see you next time. Thank you.